Hey, this is Matt Roberts, Director of Scouting for Titan Scouting. So a lot of athletes are asking me, what is a bridge year? They're interested in taking a bridge year. So what is it? Well, let's answer that question and make it pretty simple. A bridge year, or a gap year, as I like to call it, just sounds cooler, gap year. A gap year is you as a senior, say you're a class of 2021, you choose to stay in high school for one more year. You don't graduate with your 2021 class. You're going to graduate in 2022. Between your 2021 year and your 2022 year, that summer, you can play sports. You can do club team, travel team, work on getting yourself better, get marketed some more, and then you get to play again in your new senior year. During that senior year, you are not taking high school courses, you're taking college level courses, college level credits, either at a junior college or at a contributing 4-year college. You got to take 9 to 12 courses, roughly. Keep it part-time. Have to go part-time. If you go full-time, it counts against your eligibility. So you have to go part-time. Remember that. And then, because if you lose your eligibility, then when you go to actual college after your 2022 graduation, now you've lost a year of eligibility. So go part-time. Can't emphasize that enough. So now you're going to school part-time, you're taking those courses, and you get to re-enter the market in the 2020 with the 2022 class. That's what a gap year or bridge year is. How does that affect you as an athlete? Well, here's basically how it affects you. As an athlete, if you're a 2021 recruit, a year of 2021 recruit in that market, and you choose to enter 2022, now you're in competition as well with everyone else who are organic juniors, who were juniors when you were, organic 22 students who were juniors when you were a senior in 2021. Now they're seniors and organically class of 2022 for recruiting. So it's you and all the rest. You've increased the number of competitors in the market. Well, how does that apply to the colleges? Well, colleges don't have extra spots. Unless the NCAA comes in and says, we can increase roster spots for you and you can get more kids, you're going to have the same number, if not less, of spots in college to fill. That's a problem. Now, let's look at it from the college perspective. Because of COVID, the schools allowed, and the cancellation of sports, schools allowed all of their students, all of their athletes to take an extra year of eligibility in college. That means freshmen through senior are allowed to have an extra year of eligibility. So your seniors who were supposed to graduate in 2020 and played spring sports but couldn't play spring sports because of COVID, they were allowed to graduate in 2021 and play their new senior season in 2021. Is it paid for? Well, if it's under scholarship, yeah, most likely yes. If it's not under scholarship, then they're going to have to pay for it themselves, in which case they may decide not to go. Right? And not every school is going to honor that. Not every school is going to pay these kids. But the thing is, do they stay or do they go? Do they take that year option or do they not? Well, it's not just the seniors, though. It's the other years, too. So let's focus with seniors. Let's stay with them for a minute before I get to the rest of them. This is what happened this year. You had 2020 seniors who took another year of eligibility. That stacked the deck at the colleges. So now, when I had athletes who were trying to get recruited to play football, and they were 2021 grads, only thing they were being offered predominantly were preferred walk-on spots. And the reason I was given the most by the colleges was we just don't have the money, because that money has now been reallocated to those seniors who took the extra year because of COVID. So that's the issue. But there's more to it now. More to it because your freshman, a 2024 grad in college, they can take another year of eligibility too. So 2024 grad becomes a 2025 grad, and it keeps moving down the bench. That's going to cause a backlog. So year to year to year, it's going to get pushed down. Now, how does that affect you as a high school student? Well, you're entering the 2022 class if you're taking a bridge year. Now, you try to go to college, you're, again, competing with all the other 2022s, the organic 2022s, to get recruited in the exact same number of spots that are available. That's not increasing, so you have to fight more people for fewer spots nationwide. That's tricky. And what you have is, like, here's an example. If you are a 2021 baseball player, going to graduate in 2021, and say you're in your school district, and there are 3 teams in your district, and of those 3 teams, each team has 5 seniors. So you have 15 seniors who are all going to enter the recruiting class for 2021. All 15 then decide we're all going to take a gap year or bridge year. So they all move to 2022. Well, now your 2022 players in that district, say there are 3 seniors per team, that's 9 more seniors, plus the 15 from 2021 who moved over. Now you have 24 seniors all fighting for spots in the 2022 class. Now look at it nationwide. 400 and some odd thousand kids play baseball, using baseball as an example. 400 and some thousand play baseball nationwide. And they all have to try to get into college. The percentages is 2.2, 2.2, and 2.9. So it's a 7.3% chance for baseball for athletes to get into college from high school. 2.2% for Division I, 2.2% Division II, 2.9 Division III. That number is going to increase because now you have more athletes trying to get into college in that 1 year. So for that year, it's going to increase. And the slots have not increased in college. And on it goes year after year. Because the bridge year, especially in the state of New Jersey, or particularly in the state of New Jersey, has also been offered or extended to the 2022 graduates. So they can go to 2023, which would help 2021s who move to 2022, but it's not going to help the 2022s who move to 2023 because now you have your 2023 kids who are organic who are going to be there as well. So the same thing applies. And then you, of course, you have your seniors, your college player, your college athletes who may choose to stay. Again, some may not. Some may say, I want to declare early entry into the draft to get out of this. Some may say, I'm not going to play pro anyway, so I don't care. I want to go for 4 years and be done with it. Doesn't matter to me. It all depends. I've had enough college. I want to get out into the real world. It all depends. But that's what you're running into when you're dealing with the bridge year or the gap year. That's where we stand. So what do you do as an athlete? Well, it all depends. It all depends. I've asked that, what should we do? If you are getting a lot of great exposure as a junior, say you're class of 2021, and you're getting a lot of great exposure already as a junior, then it might benefit you to just run with it and get the slot and do your best. If you're not getting a lot of good interest, you're not getting a lot of good exposure, and you think, you know what, I missed my year, I didn't get to play a full year, I missed a year of travel team or club sport, and I want to develop for another year, then you could choose to take that gap year to improve your play, get yourself even more exposure, get bigger, get stronger, get quicker, get better, and then enter in 2022 and take your chances. And there's a risk there. What if there are some great 2022s that come up that are just killer and blow your doors off? Colleges might want them instead of you. It's always a risk. Recruiting itself as a whole is a gamble. But that's why athletes come to me, because I increase the odds. 100% of our kids get contacted by colleges. 100%. Fact, 100%. So we have our 3 baseball players are anywhere from 15 to 20 some odd schools who have already been interested in them based off of simple skills videos that we took for them back in the spring of 2020 already. And now they're entering the 2021 class, and it's just going to get better. But the choice is yours to make. You have to increase your odds, and with us you can do that. Otherwise, you can gamble and hope that these schools find out who you are. But remember, schools will fill in their own backyards quickly. So if you're from Pennsylvania and you're trying to get a deal with schools in the Pennsylvania area, they're all fishing from the same pond. We go outside that pond. We make sure we expand it to get other schools interested. I've had a lot of coaches from North Carolina, Tennessee, interested in my players. South Carolina, for crying out loud, interested in my players. All the way up to Maine. We have a lot of interest out there. So you got to be careful where you market. If you're going to stay local, if you're going to go with the basic local marketing of where you are and say, oh, I'm going to play my chances and coaches will find me. Yeah, they're going to find you, but they're also going to find everybody else around you. So weigh all those options before you decide to do a bridge year, gap year, whatever it is, okay? Whatever you call it. Again, I like gap year. So when you choose it, choose wisely, but be smart. Don't just say, oh, I'm just going to do it. Take your time, weigh the options, talk to me. I'll answer your questions and help guide you through it. And then if you need more marketing to get better exposure to increase those chances, Titan Scouting is the way to go. So that's your information for today. Contact me at Recruit Boss on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Titan Scouting, the same, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or email us at scouting@Titan Ask us some questions. We'll answer them for you, help you out. My name is Matt Roberts, Director of Scouting for Titan Scouting, helping you know your goal.